Imagine waking up tomorrow and seeing a clear picture of the life you want, right there in front of you. The home, the career, the health, the relationships. Not as some distant dream, but as a vision that feels so real your brain begins working toward it, even when you're not aware of it. That's the power of a vision board. Now I know what you might be thinking. Really? Cutting out magazine pictures and pinning them on a wall will change my life? And I get it. I used to roll my eyes at the idea too. But science says otherwise. Neuroscience and psychology both reveal that vision boards aren't just about pretty pictures. They actually reshape your brain, redirect your focus, and help you move closer to the future you want. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how vision boards rewire your brain, why they work, and how you can make one that actually changes your life, not just decorates your wall. If you're on a journey to create your strongest, most focused self, you're in the right place. Consider subscribing so you never miss a step on your path to growth. The problem: why most dreams stay dreams. Let's be real. Most people don't fail because they're not talented, smart, or hardworking. They fail because they lose focus. Think about it. How many times have you started the new year with goals? Lose weight, build a business, read more, save money, and then by February, life's distractions take over? Work, stress, family, Netflix, social media. Suddenly that goal feels distant. It's not that you didn't want it enough. It's that your brain was never fully programmed to chase it. Here's the truth. Your brain is a survival machine. It's wired to protect you from discomfort, not necessarily to push you toward your highest potential. Left on autopilot, your brain will always choose what's easy, safe, and familiar. That's why goals fade and dreams drift away. And this is where vision boards come in. They give your brain a new map. The science, how vision boards rewire your brain. Okay, let's dive into the fascinating neuroscience behind this. Your brain has something called the reticular activating system, RAS. Think of it as your brain's filter. Every single second, you're bombarded with millions of pieces of information. Sounds, colors, movements, people talking, your phone buzzing. If your brain tried to process all of it, you'd be overwhelmed. So your RAS filters what's important. It decides what gets your attention and what doesn't. And guess what it uses to decide? Your dominant thoughts and beliefs. Have you ever wanted a certain car, let's say a red Toyota, and suddenly you start seeing it everywhere? That's not magic. That's your RAS at work. Once your brain believes something is important, it notices it more often. Now imagine filling your environment with pictures of the life you want. Every morning your brain sees those images. The dream job, the healthy lifestyle, the travel destinations, the family, the sense of peace. Over time, your RAS starts tagging those things as important. And then, without even trying, you notice opportunities, connections, and resources that you might have overlooked before. This is the neuroscience of vision boards. They train your brain to focus on what you want instead of what you fear. But it goes deeper. Visualization, the mental act of picturing yourself achieving your goals, activates the same brain regions as actually doing the task. Athletes use this all the time. Studies show that mentally rehearsing free throws can improve performance almost as much as physical practice. Your brain literally can't tell the difference between vividly imagining success and experiencing it. So when you look at your vision board daily, your brain is rehearsing your future. And the more it rehearses, the more it believes and begins aligning your thoughts, habits, and choices toward making it real. The psychology, why pictures speak louder than words. Let's step into psychology for a second. Why do pictures have so much power? Our brains process images 60,000 times faster than text. That's why one photograph can evoke emotions instantly, while a sentence might take longer. When you look at a vision board, you're not just seeing pictures, you're triggering emotions. That's key because motivation isn't driven by logic, it's driven by emotion. For example, writing down "I want to be fit" is good, but seeing an image of someone confidently running on the beach while smiling, suddenly you don't just know the goal, you feel it. And when you feel it, you're far more likely to act on it. Vision boards bypass your inner critic, the voice that says, "You can't do this," and go straight to your subconscious. the deeper part of your mind that drives 95% of your daily behavior. That's why pictures work. They inspire action by bypassing doubt and connecting directly to your emotional core. The struggle. Why some vision boards don't work. Now, I have to be honest here. Not all vision boards work. Some people create them, hang them up, and nothing happens. Why? Because they treat it like wishful thinking instead of intentional living. Here are 3 common mistakes. 1. Cluttered boards. Filling a board with random luxury cars, mansions, and exotic trips you don't even truly want. Your brain gets overwhelmed and confused. 2. Lack of emotion. Choosing images that look cool but don't spark real feelings. If you don't emotionally connect with the vision, your brain won't take it seriously. 3. No action. Staring at pictures without changing habits. A vision board is not a magic wand. It's a compass. You still have to walk the path. So the key is not just making a vision board, but making one that speaks to your soul, trains your brain, and drives you to act. The breakthrough. Stories that prove the power. Let me share a quick story. Years ago, John Assaraf, one of the authors featured in The Secret, created a vision board. On it, he placed a picture of his dream home. A few years later, while unpacking boxes in his new house, his son found that old vision board. To his shock, the house they had just moved into was the exact house from the vision board, down to the details. Now, was that magic? No. John still had to work, build his business, and take action. But the vision board kept him focused, motivated, and open to opportunities that led him there. I've seen this on smaller scales too. A friend of mine put a picture of Italy on her board. For years, she wanted to travel but never made it happen. Within months, she found an unexpected work opportunity that required her to spend 3 weeks in Rome. All expenses paid. Coincidence? Maybe. But the truth is, when you're constantly priming your brain with a vision, you're far more likely to see doors when they open. If this is resonating with you, hit that like button so YouTube knows to show you more content that fuels your growth. How to make a vision board that works. All right, let's get practical. Here's a step-by-step method to create a vision board that really works. Step 1. Get clear on your vision. Before cutting out pictures, ask yourself, what do I truly want in the next 1 to 5 years? Be specific. Career, health, relationships, finances, experiences, personal growth. Write it down first. Step 2. Find images that spark emotion. Don't just grab random photos. Choose images that give you a physical reaction. Excitement, peace, joy. If you feel nothing, keep looking. Step 3. Organize with intention. Arrange your board into themes: health, wealth, relationships, lifestyle. Keep it clean and simple. Your brain loves clarity. Step 4. Place it where you'll see it. Daily, your board should be somewhere visible. Bedroom, office, even as your phone wallpaper. Repetition is what trains the brain. Step 5. Pair with action. Every time you look at your board, ask, what's one small step I can take today toward this vision? Then do it. Micro actions compound into massive results. Optimistic realism, the effort behind the magic. Now let's be clear, a vision board is not a genie. You won't pin up a picture of a six-pack and wake up shredded. You won't post a mansion and suddenly win the lottery. What a vision board does is keep your goals alive in your daily awareness. It fights against forgetfulness, distraction, and self-doubt. It trains your brain to focus, primes your emotions to act, and creates a steady pull toward your future. It won't be easy. Some days you'll feel stuck. Some visions will take years. But that's okay, because growth is not about speed, it's about direction. And a vision board keeps you pointed toward the life you want, even when the journey feels long. So here's the big takeaway. Vision boards work not because of magic, but because of neuroscience and psychology. They reprogram your RAS to notice opportunities. They use visualization to strengthen neural pathways. They tap into emotions to fuel action. And when you combine that with consistent effort, they become a powerful compass pointing you toward the life you dream of. So don't just dream vaguely. Make it visual, make it emotional, make it daily. Your challenge today, start creating your vision board. Even if it's just one image taped to your wall, Begin now. Let your brain see where you're going. And if this video inspired you, don't forget, subscribe for more motivational tools that train your mind for success. Because your future is not an accident, it's a vision waiting to be claimed.